making the invisible visible, Black women 365 days of the year. Each day will spotlight a remarkable woman whose story has shaped Black, British or global diasporic history, women whose achievements are too often overlooked. Through these daily short films, we create a living, breathing archive of leadership, creativity, resistance and legacy. Let's begin.
First of all, I'm Evadney Campbell, and I'm one of the co-founders of a small public relations agency called Shiloh PR. But who am I? I'm a mother of 2 children. I also have 3 grandchildren. I think those are probably the areas of my life that I find that I talk about, and that's who I think defines me. Whilst the PR is it's a really important aspect of who I am. And you'll learn more as I talk about why I established Shiloh PR. I'm also a Christian, so my faith is really important to me. But I think what drives me is my love for people. It's different every day. As I say, I currently run a small PR agency called Shiloh PR. Before that, for decades, I was a journalist working for BBC. And actually, it was as a result of my role working within the community that I realized that actually public relations was a natural progression for me. So when the opportunity came for me to take redundancy from the BBC, I automatically went ahead and set up this PR company. And I say I'm a co-founder because my daughter and I set up the company. And we've been doing this now for 12 years. We launched in 2013. And there are lots of times when I question, is it more of a hobby than a job? Last year, I was featured in a project called a Windrush Experience. And part of that meant that there were individuals who were connected to the Windrush generation that were featured in a huge art display in Windrush Square in Brixton in London. And before that, there was a film called The Barrel Children, which was released. I did the interviews for that one some years and years ago, but the film itself was finally released a couple of years ago, and I was in that, and that really spiraled. So those are the 2 incidents, and I think the reason they stuck with me was that although they were my life, the Barrel Children is my life. I am what they considered a Barrel child. That means my parents came to the UK and left me in the Caribbean, in the care of my grandparents in my case, and then I came over. So that's the kind of sense of who the Barrel Children are. And to be featured in a film that then went on to be shown in the Caribbean, to be shown in so many cinemas here, and to be rated as #1 independent film, I was just blown away because I did the interview, as I said, over 5 years ahead, and I did it because I was helping a young girl that I was mentoring who wanted to create this film. So to see that, and then when I've gone out, people have stopped me and said, I saw that film and you were in that Barrel Child film. That just threw me. And walking into Brixton last summer and seeing my image in the square, and it's since gone to be on an exhibition in the Home Office. So I think those were the 2 incidents that really kind of has stayed with me and has made me appreciate more that even though I do things and not realize it, other people are seeing it and are recognizing it. So yeah, those 2 incidents, I think, are probably the most prominent for me. that people won't see. I think it's this insecurity. I don't think people see that. People think I am very confident because once I start speaking, I'm fine. But they don't know what's happening. My cousin says, you don't even realize you have a presence about you, that you step into that room and instantly people are drawn to you. But what people don't realize is it's taken a lot for me to build that up, to step into that room and behave as if I belong, because I question whether I do belong. I don't acknowledge the small wins. And I listen to others and I wish I acknowledged each small win, but I don't. I walk daily, and it's one thing that I do. It's my time. I don't walk with groups, and I just shut off. I put on my music, generally gospel music or whatever, and I walk, and I'll do an hour before I start anything. And then I come back refreshed and feel that I'm ready to go for the day. I really do. I feel that I should do more to acknowledge every little win. I tell friends all the time they need to take care of themselves and manage your mental health. And I say all the right things, but I don't do them for myself. So something I really do need to start doing more of.
Thank you for joining us for today's story. Making the Invisible Visible is our commitment to ensuring that Black women's histories and contributions are recognised, valued and kept in daily circulation. Across 2026, we will continue to share these powerful narratives, 365 days of impact, brilliance and inspiration. Stay connected, join the conversation and help us champion the women whose journeys continue to shape our world. I'm Paulette Brooks and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next story.